everybody, Miss Katie and the boys here, and we're going to welcome you to another Saturday night Snuggling story time. This week, we're going to be reading two books from my favorite author, David Shannon. We have Duck on a Bike and Alice the Fairy. Hope you guys enjoy. Duck on a Bike by David Shannon. One day, down on the farm, Duck got a wild idea. I bet I could ride a bike, he thought. He waddled over to where the boy parked his bike, climbed on, and began to ride. At first, he rode very slowly, and he wobbled a lot, but it was fun. Duck rode past Cow and waved to her. "Hello, Cow," said Duck. "Moo," said Cow. But what she thought was, a duck on a bike? That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. Then Duck rode past Sheep. "Hello, Sheep," said Duck. "Bah," said Sheep. But what she thought was, he's going to hurt himself if he's not careful. Duck was riding better now. He rode past Dog. "Hello, Dog," said Duck. What's the dog say? That's right. "Woof," said Dog. But what he thought was, that is a mighty neat trick. Then Duck rode past Cat. "Hello, Cat," said Duck. What does a cat say? "Meow," said Cat. But what she thought was, I wouldn't waste my time riding a bike. Duck pedaled a little faster. He rode past Horse. "Hello, Horse," said Duck. "Nay," said Horse. But what he thought was, you're still not as fast as me, Duck. Duck rang his bell as he rode toward Chicken. "Hello, Chicken," said Duck. "Cluck, cluck," said Chicken. But what she thought was, watch where you're going, Duck. Then Duck rode past Goat. "Hello, Goat," said Duck. "Meh," said Goat. But what he thought was, I'd like to eat that bike. Now that's silly. Duck stood on the seat and rode past Pig and Pig. "Hello, pigs," said Duck. What do pigs say? "Oink, oink," said Pig and Pig. But what they thought was, Duck is such a show-off. Then Duck rode no hands past Mouse. "Squeak," said Mouse. But what he thought was, I wish I could ride a bike just like Duck. Suddenly, a whole bunch of kids came down the road on bikes. They were in such a hurry that they didn't see Duck. They parked their bikes by the house and went inside. What do you think the animals are thinking when they're looking at all those bikes? Oh my goodness, now all the animals had bikes. They rode around and around the barnyard. "This is fun," they all said. "Good idea, Duck." Then they put the bikes back by the house, and no one knew that on that afternoon there had been a cow, a sheep, a dog, a cat, a horse, a chicken, a goat, 2 pigs, a mouse, and a duck on a bike. The end. Uh-oh, I wonder what Duck's gonna get into next. Alice the Fairy by David Shannon. My name is Alice. I'm a fairy. I'm not a permanent fairy. I'm a temporary fairy. You have to pass a lot of tests to be a permanent fairy. I have wings, so I can fly. I can't fly very high yet, but I can fly really fast. This is my magic wand. This is my blanket. Fairies use magic wands to change frogs into princes and things like that. I changed my dad into a horse. One time, my mom made cookies for my dad, so I turned them into mine. I felt bad about the cookies, so I thought I'd whip up a new outfit for my dad. Did I tell you? He's the Duke of Morningside Drive. Well, he is. But the clothes were too hard, so I made him a new crown instead. With my magic wand, I can make leaves fall from trees. And I can draw pictures on water. Sometimes I use my wand to disappear, but that's kind of scary. I'd rather use my blanket. Of course, I also have a magic mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairiest of them all? Well, what do you know? It's me, Alice. Thank you, mirror. Fairy dust is very useful. I use it to turn oatmeal into cake. Casting spells is another important part of being a fairy. Watch me make my dog float on the ceiling. Hocus pocus croakin' docus. Howkin towkin riggin' falcon. Doggin' floggin' biddle noggin. Okay, that one needs a little work. But a fairy must be very careful with magic. Once I accidentally turned my white dress into a red one. That made the Duchess so mad, she locked me in the tower forever. I got away, though. A fairy's life is filled with danger. Broccoli is often poisoned by the wicked Duchess and should never be eaten. Fairies also hate baths. I'd like to turn my bathwater into strawberry jello. That would be fun. But I don't know how yet. You have to be a permanent fairy to do tricks like that. They go to advanced fairy school to learn how. I'm supposed to learn how to make my clothes get up off the floor and dance around and line up in the closet. I'm not very good at that, though. I'll probably be a temporary fairy forever. The end. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's story time. Good night, sweet dreams.